Hello, everybody. Santier here. As you can see, I'm already logged on to my assassin, because we're going to be doing more stuff on her today. I mean, it's been a while, right, since the last Guild Wars 1 stream, with my break last week and all that good stuff. You might be seeing this pillow creeping into frame. I'm trying it to see if it will help comfort my arm a little bit. I feel like it was my arm was getting a little bit of a rough edge with the desk because this chair's a bit low and it needs a new canister, but that's something I'm not going to be figuring out for a couple days yet, at least. Hopefully by next week. We shall see. And then I'll have to figure out positioning my camera again. That'll be fun. But yes, last I had done things on this character, I was going around capping skills. And I think there's a few more skills I want to go nab in factions, if I had to guess. For Assassin. I'm checking right now. Let's do the smart thing and bring up her list of skills. Ah, yes, I've just gotten that. Palm Strike, Shadow Form. Pretty sure she has that. Yeah. No use for Battle Rage. Pretty sure she has Auspicious Parry. Yeah, and Charge and stuff. And Rage Smash. I remember seeing that under Hammer Mastery for her. Doing pretty well on Hammer Mastery Elites. I captured 100 blades off of Rurik, if I remember correctly. I'm looking at the wiki right now, so if you've joined in the interim, I have not seen it. I will be checking that in a moment. More Shadow Form, more Devastating Hammer, Mobius Strike. Pretty sure Aura of Displacement was probably the most recent thing I captured on her. I have Shove as well. Locust Fury, yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go get Locust Fury from Chicker Locust Lord. That sounds good. Hello, Bergwall. Hopefully I pronounced your name all right. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome. Okay, let's figure out. I know this character has been weirdly here. Okay, so I can go from Brower. I don't know where the first R went. Brower Academy, and head north. That'll get me to where... Cool. Where the Locust Lord is, and then I can capture the skill off of him. Dual Master Wagen. Does he become the Venerable and join the Kurzick, or the Kurzicks, the Cornin army later? Wagen the Venerable, I think, is the name of one of the play guys in Bobby, who ambush us with their prophecies, jokes. I mostly need to head over. Feel like this is a part of this map that I don't tend to go to as much. There is something here. Discord Wallow? No, I think it's the Rhythm Drinker. Anyway, the point is that there's one of those things that's kind of down in this area. I have gone... I've taken the wrong exit. That's what's happened. I've taken the wrong exit. I went to Drowslock Thicket. I need to go into... Not that one. Landry's Hope. Haha! Ugh, you can see how rarely I go from here. That my sense of direction is all kinds of messed up. This will work a little bit better. But yeah, this map, there's a section here, and then there's a section up here. And I usually go to the section up here that leads over to the Jade whatchamaflopper. Speaking of which, I currently am more Luxon than Kurzick by a good bit, which is fine. I do want to pick up the Luxon, the normal Luxon chest piece for her. Maybe we'll take a moment to juggle some stuff around. I have more than enough coins to get a 20-slot equipment bag, but I don't have a reason to get one for Dakota at this point. So my inclination would be to grab one for one of my characters that has more use for such a thing, and then transfer Dakota the other one. Would you? Okay, whatever. I don't care anymore. We will just go after the person standing in front of me. That's what we'll do. I really need to remember to be paying attention for gardeners. I think the bridge is over there. There's a bridge across this that I need to make sure I'm getting to, so maybe looking at the map a little bit for that. Again, this is a section of the map that I don't have as much cause to go to, so. I do not know it as well. There is a patrolling squad of Archer Signet and Weakened Knees bosses. There's a bunch of, like, I guess the idea is it's these Dread Rangers that have, like, tamed the Wallows. It's not actually what's going on, but I can pretend it's what's going on. If they want to. I don't care. And so you got some of those patrols going around, and you need to. Alright, there's a boss duo that's in that mold. That is where that thought includes. Oh, life sheath. Archer Signet's a really mostly garbage skill. It's really weird. I feel like it's the sort of skill that would actually be better if it weren't an expertise. Because it's like, as long as you're using a bow, conditions you inflict last longer. So, like, you can use it with Blinding Flash, and it'll make Blinding Flash last twice as long. Or, I forget exactly how it scales. Does this scale duration with expertise? Probably. Look, the particulars don't matter too much. The important part is what it does. Making conditions last longer. So you can do any conditions. It's just, as a ranger, it's like your ranger specific conditions generally don't matter as much. Just because, like, if you're playing with preparations and things like that, they'll last fairly long on their own. It also doesn't matter as much in PvE, just because, for some obvious reason, in PvE, enemies don't tend to stick around long enough to make it all that important. I think I'm going to go ahead and just pop into Lutgarda's Conservatory and then pop back out and go cap the skill here. Well, I don't know why you dumped me in the middle of the area instead of Lander's Hope. This is an odd way of getting to Lutgarda's Conservatory. I'd usually get there from this entrance right over here, but I feel like I was kind of trying to get through factions pretty quickly when I was going through on her originally. I do like Locust's Fury as, like, skill to have around on hand. I think Locust's Fury is nice in areas if you're going to get blocked a bunch and you just want to auto attack. Also probably really good with tactics. Or other things where you can make use of adrenaline. Auto attacking. That was me getting a skill point. Always enjoy a good skill point. Okay, I'm gonna check our Locust Lord. Just down there. Okay, I'm in a somewhat uncomfortable scenario there. That's a busy screenshot. That'll make for a good thumbnail, right? It's one of those things that when you're uploading VODs to YouTube or uploading a new video to YouTube, you're always thinking about thumbnails. Thumbnails are just so important for catching attention. I'm enjoying this weird combo where I'm kind of using the Exhausting Assault, Mobius Strike, Death Blossom chain. Okay, I'm here for that boss over there, but I'd like to have fewer mantids in the way as I make my way there. Interrupting Crippling Anguish is a kind of victory. Kind of victory I just got. There we go. The skill's actually usable. You know what? I wonder if a Locust Fury Paragon is at all viable. With, just leadership daggers. Because, like... Now, I didn't say good, by the way. I just said viable. Because the duration of this is 10 seconds if you're not spec'd, so... You can keep it up. The question is, would the additional double chance, or double strike chance... That's plus 50%. Would that be enough to allow you to get enough adrenaline to fuel something like Go for the Eyes to the point where it like pays for itself in additional hits? I don't know. It'd be interesting to find out. I am going to probably be completing a quest here and then not turning it in for a while. There's a gardener back there. Let's go ahead and get this up. Not relevant. All of my dagger attacks are quick enough that I don't have a reason to be auto-attacking. You know what? This is a beggar. The Dragon Boss is the more important target anyway. It blurs vision, which is terrible for me. Top of their Locust Fury. There's June's art supplies. I'm just gonna hang on to this one. Have I finished this? I have not. I have not done... Okay. My plan is to hit Eye of the North some today. I don't know. I've got a while. I started a little bit on the earlier end of the range that I expect to start in, I think. Go get Jade Quarry up here. There's for a friend. That's a boss I've capped heal as one from quite a few times. A little awkward to be journeying around here when I'm in Luxon, though. Little canopy. What I'm thinking is I might want to go do Gyala Hatchery. Finish off that book. Back to looking at this list. Lucas Fury, Morsoff Trail has Beguiling Haze. I have that still. Dark Apostasy. I do want Dark Apostasy, but I believe there's a boss you can cap it from in. Yeah, I do need Way of the Empty Palm as well. Way of the Empty Palm is... I want to say up here. Yeah, Dark Apostasy is available in Rhea's Crater. The Shadow Shroud, hot garbage. No, that one's not amazing, but it's not hot garbage. Okay, I don't care about Winds of Change boss spawns. Do I have Journey to Cavalon? I do. Okay, let's go over that way then. What was I just thinking about? I don't have Temple Strike. That is gotten in Jade Sea as well. Okay, let's start by heading over to the Jade Sea. There's always one more of those than I want there to be. Oh, well, that was convenient. Sure, I'll grab these quests. Okay, so I need to get 6,000 Luxon faction. Do I want to kind of just do this quickly and not care, or do I want to do some of these side quests? Okay, you know what? Actually, what I want to do first is I want to go hop over to Arden's Argentum. My next youngest character, who's currently hanging out in Hero's audience with this weird bar. Actually, I do want to do stuff on her. But I've got some random junk I need to use up in my bank first to open up some slots. We're going to do some character management here. Little bit of character management. Good for you. Probably. Good for me. It's not what I should have used, but never mind that. This guy is the guy who's going for Godwalker amongst mere mortals, so... You get some aged dwarven ale. A couple of non-aged dwarven ales. Something else in here. Does not look like it. Cool. Let's do this. I opened up the inventory slots, so that's what I want to do. Actually, might as well grab this on him. It doesn't really matter. It's not like it customizes equipment pouches. So let's just go ahead and get the... Rather than having to jump Ardens around, let's go ahead and just grab the... I need 150 of these. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why being drunk just kind of stays on your character for a while. I need 15 gold coins. Thank you. And heavy equipment pack. Holds 20 items. Thank you. Drop that off. What is today's mission anyway? Oh, Unwaking Waters. Nice. That one's actually a good one for farming. It's pretty quick and easy. That wouldn't be a bad way of getting faction if I wanted to grind it that way. That is not how I want to get faction, as an aside. It's actually quite doable to, and what I might do actually, now that I think about it, is like you can go backwards into territories. Anyway, I'm gonna move this bag over to. Okay, where is? I have misplaced the Shunlight chest. There it is. Hey, Fear. Good to see you. I need to remember. So I'm used to using my right hand because the way my camera is positioned before favored my right hand. But as you can now see, it is a bit out of frame. So now I need to favor my left hand. And so I have to retrain myself on what hand to use, which is a little disorienting. Okay. Pull that bag out. Put this bag on. And then move stuff over here. This will take a moment. There we go. I may get some... Yeah, I'll probably get her some proper, like, survivor gloves right here. Because these are kind of wonky, and she's got the space now. But that's not her concern. That's going to be future considerations. Let's go back over to her. Right. Okay. That's June's art supplies. I was confused for a moment. Here's the large equipment pack. Okay. Now she has a proper space here where I can get some additional armor. Atheos. I want the Luxon guys. So that's going to be a plat. That is 980 instead of 908. Some tanned hide. She's got some here already, but 9 of these and 12 steel. We're having a good day today, Fear. There we go. Luxon guys. What the rest of that set's gonna be, I don't know yet. I can go join my book collection. Cool. 4 iron ingots from that. Makes me happy. Alright, oh. That's annoying. That is definitely sounds annoying. Okay. You know, I think I'm going to be lazy. Mostly. Oh, yeah. That's what it was like today. What's the Celsius? You can 28°C. Okay, that sounds about the right area. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the person that has the 1,000 spiny bits quest. But I want to go cap lead off that guy. What sort of temperature do you prefer? Just for a moment. I like around 65, 70 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius offhand. My guess is about 20, 22. But I would have to do the math, and I don't feel like it. Yes, this one. This is the one that I want to do, the halcyon job. Whatever. Keep your quests. What I'm going to do is I'm going to convert Imperial faction into Luxon faction to complete befriending a little bit more efficiently. Yeah, that sounds like a similar-ish range. I might like it ever so slightly cooler. Oh, hey, Luxon Merchant. You will buy my Mantis Pincher. So I think I like it ever so slightly cooler than you do. But about that, like maybe 18 to 25 then. Be a range that I like. Is that inside? The inside Cavalon. Oh, it's Boreas Seabed. Oh yeah, duh. Okay, let's go up that way first. Unfortunately, got a little bit. I have problems with tension headaches. I don't know, I have for quite a while now. Since somewhere mid college, and I can feel it in my neck right now. Some soreness over here. Keeping things too tight. Need to be better about loosening them muscles up, but I'm not as good at that as I'd like. I find staying well hydrated helps, but I don't know. I feel like I've been decently hydrated today. Speaking of hydration. Yeah, like I regularly tilt my head and stuff like that. It's probably something where it took way too long to diagnose that was happening, by the way. Those tension headache issues, but never mind that. I could probably spend some more time trying to research exercises that would help with tension headaches. For the most part, they're not too much of a problem these days, but especially if I'm like getting tired or have been bad about getting hydrated or had particularly poor posture or, I don't know, too much staticness, I don't know, something. Then sometimes it can be a little bit worse. I don't know, for some reason I'm just having one today. But oh well. I like Guild Wars on Tuesdays, I think. It'll be nice and chill. Was that guy start about the enemy? A lot of it is just needing to be better about relaxing the muscles, like in my neck intentionally, and it's something that I can be kind of bad at, because what ends up happening is, like, it's not a conscious thing, right? Like, subconsciously, I start tightening up those muscles, and I hold them tighter, and so I have to, like, consciously think about loosening them, and that's really weird and awkward. I don't know why we get ambushed by Luxons here. I think because it's like the Guild of 1,000 Daggers. Yeah, because they're Canthans. So why are these Luxon assassins attacking us here? Shouldn't they be like Kurzick assassins or something? Like these are... I don't know, there's something weird going on here. Not that Way of the Empty Palm is a great skill, by the by, but it's one of those skills that sounds like it does a lot of stuff, but then in practice doesn't. Iron Palm is not very exciting without the knockdown on it. I feel like these are supposed to be Kurzick assassins, and for some reason they're Luxon assassins. That's what it feels like to me. And I'm not quite sure what to make of that. Because the Club of 1,000 Guilds are not Luxons, they are Canthans. They explicitly says that in the quest. Look, I'm just really confused about what's going on here, that's all. No, I didn't. Whose flag did I hit? Yeah, there's the Kurzicks. Like, I expect the Kurzicks. I just don't know why the Luxons are here. I mean, I have it. I might as well use it. Will it last very long? No. Like, part of it, too, is that, like, there's just not very many super expensive skills to spam that aren't elites. Like, a Way of the Empty Palm would work really nicely with, oh, what is that? What am I stuck on? I'm stuck on some Luxon. Okay. I don't think there's anything else over here, so let's just go this way. But like, Way of the Empty Palm would be really useful with some stuff, but like, I don't know. I need more axe leads. There is one here that I are out here somewhere that I'm gonna want to get. Juno. No, I think that's Lexus. Go get a car. Okay, I can get Cleave from Maria's Crater. Cleave is one that I want. Coward I can get in Mount Kinkai. I don't really care here about that one. I do want Siphon Strength. I'm going to need more Signals of Capture. I don't need anything from Gyala Hatchery itself, though. Boreas Seabed has Whirling Axe. Okay, that's pretty close to the entrance, I believe. Let's go grab Whirling Axe. I think that's really close to Zofshiro's channel, if I remember correctly. Could have captured it on the last thing if I'd been... Like, I briefly thought about it, but then didn't decide to, like, specifically try to go for it. There should be a boss just over here. Yeah, there's Jeff our Pain Bringer. It's not a great skill, but Whirling Axe, it has its uses, so... Oh, I just got wrecked so badly. That shield bash was bad. That shield bash was so bad. Like, that shield bash just completely shut down, like, my entire bar. That's how bad it was for me. Whenever I see these Vengeful Kanai dropping, I want to pick them up. Because they look like an item to pick up. But they are not. Okay. back into Cavalon. I am going to need to go pick up some more Sequence of Capture. I do not have. It's a little hard to capture skills when you just don't have a whole lot of skill points, isn't it? I think I'm out at the moment, which is fine. We will slot in Earbite here, I guess. Actually, Earbite's super redundant with other things I'm doing. Brawling Headbutt. Brawling Headbutt's nice. Okay, I need Maishing. And I need... Let's go ahead. Let's head toward Mount Kinkai. Because if I can get... I just want to get to one of the outposts where I can go exchange my 5k Imperial faction, if I can, for Luxon faction. Not sure what increments it does it in, is the thing. I mean, I could go do it on another character or something too, but whatever. I need to get the outposts on this character anyway, so I might as well go and do that. That's Melander's shot just over there. Got a lot of random information about this game memorized. Ow, 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 ow. This stuff adds up. I don't know if those are better than or worse than the stone shrooms in Kurzick territory, but they hurt. A lot. Hey, Oni. Don't know if y'all heard my jaw crack there or not. That's a side effect of too much tension. As an aside. My jaw out of whack. Okay, I want to say there's a Mesmer boss just in there. There's definitely a Mesmer boss in an area like that arch. Actually, I do need to go more this direction. I was trying to avoid that group, but I think I need to go down this way. These spots tend to suck for anyone using adrenaline. Milani is in a little bit of a worsened state. Why is my energy being so terrible? What's keeping me from getting as many critical hits? Jade Sea is really bad for enchantments too, actually. Lista the Tamer. This will take me towards Mount Kinkai. Breaker's Hollow is kind of cool. It's a hollow and some breakers, which are the waves breaking on the coast. It's a really neat conceptual idea that I like. Now this is the Cowbell Quest. I think this one's actually pretty easy, so I'm going to go ahead and grab it. You might be able to tell, but certain Christopher Walken sketch from Saturday Night Live is real popular around now. Influenced some of their design a little bit. Just a smidge. I don't know if there's going to be any elites to capture, but I'm going to grab this anyway. I know there's something to capture in Mount Kinkai. I just don't remember what, if anything. Ooh, oysters. Coward. Coward's right over here, I think. Because Gyala the Brave. Gyali the Brave. Oh, you can tell. Who else would be so bold as to have Coward as somebody who's called the Brave? As in, who else would bother calling somebody a coward except somebody who's called the Brave? Coward is, I think, one of those skills that's not as good as you want it to be, and I think it's a lot better on... ironically, it's a lot better if you are... if you've built up some adrenaline from, like, wanding, and then somebody's chasing you down, and you yell at them, coward. Get them to stop chasing you. Which is... I found the blessed cowbell. You can see why I grabbed that quest. That one was quick and easy. It originally only worked on fleeing enemies, but fleeing is a weird state, so... technically, I think it still exists in the game, but I gave up on it. These guys have grass most wrong, don't they? The answer is yes, by the way, to that question. Okay, I don't know why I thought I needed to close that. Up this way will lead me to the outposts, which I want to go visit. I'll have to drop my party members to be able to actually turn in the quest. That's okay. There we go. Also, I think Coward's better than the AI because it's going to be a lot better about being like, that dude's moving. They're sitting down now. Falling over. What word was I looking for there? Something like that. A lot of Oni along here. Oni own this coast. I do like Mount Kinkai. It's a really pretty zone. There's nice lagoons and waterfalls. And I will be very curious to see actual like screenshots and footage from End of Dragons, even if I don't have any intention of playing it, because I mean, I don't have much intention of playing Guild Wars 2. Haha, take that. One of the other things too is that just like the KD, the knockdown from Coward is hard to take advantage of. It's kind of weird. This would almost be a better skill if it was like if target foe is moving, or like target foe is crippled. If that foe is moving, they're also knocked down or something like that would be better. I'd be a bit strong, honestly, but yeah, I think the weakness in crippled snare shout, you're all alone from Nightfall is probably a bit better than Coward a lot of the time. Part of the problem with Coward is it's just not very easy to make good use of. Hang on, let's go to Breaker Hollow and turn in that one quest first. With the Sacred Cowbell. Maybe I'll do another quest. I don't know. We'll see how faction conversion looks. Thank you. Just a very easy quest to do is the thing. There. Okay. Talk Dunk, Daedalon, Saskatchewan, Price, Milani. Go ahead and drop them now. I need to leave them for going into this actual outpost, so there should be a Luxon commander, yes. Thank you. It doesn't actually give me any faction, but that's fine. Luxon faction. Okay, you can do it in increments of 1,000. That'll be good. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go over here to because I already have my party dropped. I'm just gonna go into the Fort Aspenwood outpost for and the Jade Quarry for Kurzick side as well. I don't think I have these quests. I might. I do. Okay, cool. These ones don't give you anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn them in. Well, they don't give you any faction. They give you some experience and some gold. It would be kind of nice if they gave you some Imperial faction, but... they do not. There's Commandant Durheim. Usually some people in Jade Quarry. I've heard there's a lot of bots here. Okay. I'll do like another quest or two. Grab something from Cavalon. Gonna be lazy and leave a Capsagon. I expect I should be able to get... yeah, this will give me... okay, I can go do that. Let's actually... I could go redo Unwaking Waters if I wanted to. Do the Zaishin mission. To get faction. That doesn't sound fun. Go Zoshiva's channel. Let's go do this quest and then just do another quest, I guess. Oh, I should add my party. Road, Daedalon, Sastrania, Bias, Lonnie. There we go. Get my team back in. Gotta get the team all together. I do kind of, at some point in time, really want to do a kinetic armor pious renewal bar. That seems like a cool idea. Yeah, you say that now. Incoming is a Paragon shout. There are no Paragons here yet. It is not a Winds of Change, in which case Paragons do start showing up. I wish some of the Guild Wars Beyond content could have added some more skills to Paragons and Dervishes in particular. They're the professions most obviously in need of them. Skills, I mean. I do want to get her some Canthan, like the elite Canthan skirt. This armor set's going to take a while to assemble, this one, because I want some Deldrimmer pieces for it as well. Soup Vigor? I'd take a Soup Vigor. No, I don't know what to expect from that. I'm also going to get her Monument Armor. For Aestheticus skirts, I guess. Okay, this is so many bells and stuff. Let's just pull back a little. Anyway. Superior healing prayers. Useful, but not valuable as far as I'm aware. Not minor protection, which is randomly super valuable. I don't know why. Is a more perplexing part of that. Okay, that defended this well enough for them to give me a reward for doing so. Let's see. Where's Night Raiders? Pelagos. Ah, yes, that one. Let's do one of the repeatable quests. That helps you get places. Where's this guy want us to take things? There's a guy somewhere near here. Maybe it's outside Breaker Hollow. Somewhere around here there's a guy who has a quest that's repeatable. I don't remember where, though. Scoutmaster Arius. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Let's do some Scoutmastering. That's 400 Luxon faction? I need 500. Well, that's not worth doing. Never mind. Let's just do some random normal quest that gives you actual experience points instead of this nonsense. You know what? Let's do this. So this is I'm going to do something that you can't. I don't know. You can only do if you are like if you change faction quantities, they'll allow you inside the other side of the Unwaking Waters outpost. I believe I need the Shroud. I have that hot garbage. So I should be able to get the not hot garbage one from the Shrouded Oni. I think I'm probably going to go a little bit further than is strictly necessary in order to get that, but I think it's worth doing. These guys might be really annoying. Yeah, Suspicious Parry. These are potentially good enemies for a Locust Fury Bar. I remember the farms out here because of the famine. You'd do Spirit Bond, Prot Spirit with Ancestor's Visage and I don't know, the other one, Sympathetic Visage. And so you get all of these physical, or these melee attackers around you, and it would absolutely just tank everything's energy, like crazy well. So what ended up happening is you do that, and because these rangers use famine, it would trigger a bunch of famine damage. So you do that to kill enemies, like you basically, they would attack you out of energy and kill themselves off of their own famine. That was a really cool farm. I don't know if you could do a variant of that still, but at the time, what people did for it was, like you might be able to do a 55 version of it, but people did a 600 build with Spirit Bond and Prot Spirit, and like you want to buy garbage armor from Xingje in order to do it. Usually on Mesmer Monk, you could do it the other way around too, but that to me was one of those farms that was just like so cool because it was using the thing the enemy did against them, and it's just like, this is such a creative use of things. I love that sort of stuff. But ArenaNet didn't like effective farms like that were easily botted, so I had to die, just like Griffin farming. Or Griffin farming. I miss you still. That guy's a jerk. There's the Shrouded Oni. Yeah, I think that's a little bit further around the arc than I need to, strictly speaking, go. Need to get rid of this priest and their crew. You have to take out the merchant too. They have a tendency to run and hide. They're non-coms. But that allows me to be able to use the res shrine, so there's a decent chance I'll wipe out here. It can get very dangerous. There's some spots where it's very easy to massively over aggro and get yourself wiped out. So I should just change my title. Never mind, I have the North. I might get there, but right now it's just Cantha. I couldn't 100% remember what I was doing on this character, and my goals have shifted as I came out here and started doing stuff, so my reasoning for why the title was what it was and why it's not anymore. Well, is this picking up my voice from over here? Not as well. This microphone definitely needs me to be kind of on top of it. Yeah. Murky the Reaver. What does Murky have? Murky charge? I think Murky might be charge. Either way, I do want to go cap off the Shrouded Oni right now. Oh, that's right. They have displacement. That explains why everything is randomly blocking sometimes. I just forget that they have displacement is the thing. Okay, I do want to get over here because I want to get past Hylas. Yeah, okay. That is charge boss. I already have charge on this character, so that is completely irrelevant. Pretty sure I do anyway. Yep. I really like the skill capturing system in this game a lot. I was just thinking that it would be neat to have some additional factor. By the way, that area down there is for the mission, so the mission portion of this map is a little bit different from the one that you have for the explorable. They kind of interlace each other, move around each other, whatever. I was just thinking though, it'd be really cool if there's like not tier 2 elite skills, but skills that the only way to acquire them was to cap them from a boss. But like multiple bosses would have them, not just like one. Whereas kind of like, this is a normal skill, but you only really find it among bosses, not skill trainers. It's kind of, I don't know. I feel like there's different ways to kind of make use of some of the capture mechanic idea that I wouldn't mind exploring in something I make on my own in the future. Because I do want to make, at some point I want to make games that use skill concepts similar, in like build concepts similar to what Killers has. Some closer, some probably further. We'll see. Who knows what the future holds? I certainly don't. All I can do is have ideas that I want to try to execute on someday and see if someday becomes today. Right now I'm focused on an RPG Maker game, so I ain't doing anything too elaborate there. Build Wars, build style, I mean. Doing elaborate stuff, but not that type of elaborate. That's more for a tactics game down the road. It's weird, I don't play a ton of tactics games currently, but I foresee myself wanting to make a bunch. Or like tactics games inspired by like Guild Wars mechanics. This is a spot where things get really deadly. There's an elementalist boss over there that tends to wander a little bit. You have all these Kraken spawns and these creeping carps that kind of drag you around, and then there's a Mesmer boss over here. Psychic instability, I think. It's very easy to end up grabbing like multiples of these groups together, especially if you're trying to be clever and avoid them. Oh yeah, and there's just Oni that spawned in as well, so that's great. Yeah, as you can see, we just aggroed the Mesmer boss's group, because there's like a couple of different patrolling groups here. They're just super easy to like get multiple aggros and absolutely wrecked because of it, which is why I wanted to make sure to get that Rest Shrine. Because like us fighting these guys can easily lead to, yep, we just got this boss on us. Oh, blinded. Yeah, spikes down. I need a Prot Spirit. Okay, good. Going to be very dangerous on account of being an elementalist boss. I feel like factions elementalist bosses are especially deadly, even in like the increased damage boss category that is factions plus stuff, I feel like even within that sort of meta category, they're especially dangerous. But I'm not entirely sure why. It's like the Sparks of the Titans don't even have that property, and they're absolutely objectively terrifying. So Shroud only is an absolute pain around to get to. Ride the Lightning inflicts blinds. For anybody who didn't know that. And, like, why would you? It's easy to not recognize exists property on account of they have a tendency to. Yeah, I know. It's easy to not think about it because you're thinking about the shadow step portion. It's really, really good. Like, the biggest thing, in my opinion, holding Ride the Lightning back is the 3/4 second cast time I think it has. Quarter or... Hang on, I got a couple of LAs I can check. Ride the Lightning. Here it is. So, like, it's 10 energy and it has 5 overcast, which is a little clunky. Yeah, it's a full 1 second cast time. You ride the lightning to a target. It can be an enemy or an ally. And all foes adjacent, like, after you do the shadow step, it blinds adjacent foes. And if it was a foe that you targeted, it does some lightning damage. On a 5-second recharge, this is really, really, really strong. But it has this 1 second cast time, which really makes it feel clunky. And I think it would be a lot more appealing if it didn't, if it had an actual, like, normal fast cast, or a normal shadow step activation time of a 1/4 second. Shadow Shroud is kind of a weird one. It prevents them from being targeted by enchantment spells. They can still use like non-targeting, self-affecting enchantment spells and things like that. It doesn't stop them from being enchanted. But this is the Kurzick side. I need to get over to the Luxon side though, so I do have to kind of walk back around this whirlpool. Yeah, the mission starts you off like over in here, and you go around that part. That wind looks kind of like Ride the Lightning. I was just noticing that. But yeah, Ride the Lightning is super cool on physical attackers. Be good for warriors, dervishes, assassins. But just that 1 second cast time just makes it feel not as good as it actually is. 10 energy is also kind of a lot, but you can swing it if you really want to. A little bit better on dervishes, I think, than some of the others, just because you can use Radiant Scythe to help manage your energy. But I don't have any lockpicks on this character, do I? No, I did not. Didn't think so. So Hylas right here. Oh, maybe you have to complete Gyala Hatchery before he'll let you in. Or maybe you have to complete befriending the Luxons. At some point he will let you in, but I guess this isn't working, so that was not entirely a waste of time since I captured a skill, but okay, well that's unfortunate. I mean, it's not the worst, but it's unfortunate. Okay, well, let's just grab another capture and just back out somewhere and do some stuff. I don't know, night raid maybe? What is this one? Yeah, sure, we'll grab this. I need to go into that outpost anyway. Or outpost, that direction. I want to modify my combo and use army and soldier speed and stuff. I wish assassins had just some sort of regular attack to inflict poison. You can inflict poison as an assassin, but it's all funky and such. I'm saying I wish it was less funky. Dust. Okay, about random spirits. Okay. There might be an Itokanji over there, but I think it's just spirits, yeah. Oh no, he does stuff sometimes. I think there's a quest to do things, like take something to him. Quartermaster Hector over there. It's going to be one of those repeatable quests that I basically don't do. Yeah, they're right in front of... let's just go around the long way. I think I might make a different bar. Partway through here, though. Bird vision's super annoying as an assassin. Then you miss attacks in your combo, and that's really bad. Like, missing an attack as a dervish and a warrior or whatever sucks. Missing an attack as an assassin sucks more. Why does that make me miss more than 50%, but things that I target miss less? Can anyone explain that to me? Oh, I do want to capture... I think this guy has... Okay, let me get your attention. Yeah, Siphon Strength. Hooray! Randomly carrying a signal capture round is paying off. I am happy. The heck? Oh, those guys are fighting. That felt like an aftershock went off. I was very confused. That's barely worth using. Yeah, I'm going to switch to a more warrior-heavy bar once I get to... I don't remember if it's by Posse Reach or Eridon Terrace here. There's two... This map has an outpost here and an outpost here, and I don't remember which one's which. By Posse Reach and Eridon Terrace. Okay, this is by Posse up here then. So Eridon Terrace is the other one. Works for me. And Sandra. That's very similar to a name for, I want to say, Pokemon X and Y's boss. I have a Pokemon timeline on my wall that goes to 2013. So, you know, 15th anniversary or something. 8 years ago. Okay. Put my dagger down a little bit. Full strikes, it's really going to go down. So I get that and that, maybe. The thing is, I don't really need that because I'm changing things around here enough. Okay, I want... This Fear Me will give me a 25% increase, so that's going to be good. I do want Wild Blow, because there's going to be a lot of stuff making that good. Soldier's Speed. This one's actually really nice. I get 100% uptime on this, and a 30% increased move speed is pretty sweet. Vim is one of those skills that I kind of would almost want to try to make use of. I'm going to run Vim. I'm not sure how I'm going to make it good, though. Because the problem here, for those who don't know what Vim does, you gain health and energy for each condition your target foe is suffering. For this to net me conditions, I need to have enemies with more conditions on them. And to some extent, my party can't help with that, obviously. Conditions are not a me thing. But right now, I've got, what, weakness on Serenia? Maybe burning. I might be able to get another... and deep wound over here. So there's some conditions that are going around. I might want to replace Banishing Strike with something else, but I think it's overall fine. What I'd actually consider... Entangling Asp, it must follow a lead attack. I could see bringing Entangling Asp and trying to get that working, but that feels clunky. Bring Black Spider Strike. Because the thing is, Black Spider Strike can potentially work with Blurred Vision, Rust, and Mind Freeze going on over there. And Empathy. And technically Incendiary Bonds, although that's short-lived. So let's try Black Spider. That's a source of poison, so that allows me to be able to get an additional condition around, make Vim a little bit better. I don't know. Could be fun. I like experimenting. I like doing weird stuff. I like slightly adjusting my seating posture. Okay, let's go to Bypass Suit and then down and defend Gyala Hatchery. I won't be able to get into Gyala Hatchery until I can get the eggs quest, but... I'm happy enough picking these up. And this is netting me stuff anyway when I use it. So as long as I've got one condition on the enemy, it's net positive. If I've got two, it's starting to really sing. Ow. These guys are not the reason I brought Wild Strike. Just in case that wasn't, you know, abundantly clear for some reason. I got 12 energy off of him. Like, that's not bad. It's net 7. It's one of those skills that, like, is an interesting optimization problem. I think it worked a lot. It was a lot more powerful of an effect originally, as I recall. Like, I think it counted all conditions on enemies in the area, or, like, within its range. I don't know if it's earshot or not at the time. But its individual effect was probably a little bit weaker, but it was abused like crazy by rangers, trap rangers. So the Vim Trapper was born, and all you need to know about that, they nerfed it. That was really good. Energy that time. That was nice. This is why I brought Wild Strike. By the way, those jerks. You're just attacking them. Yeah, that's fine. I think there's other builds that I could make, by the way, with Assassin that would be a little bit better, a little bit more friendly for Vim. I'm cool with this. There's ways that I could be getting crippled in here, or crippled in here instead. That would work pretty nicely. That makes sense. I'll still be going for, I don't know, about an hour at least. But I appreciate you hanging out, even if you are mostly AFK. Have a good conference call here. Okay, Aerodon Terraces should just be over here in the bubble. Ah. Well, I hope it is a productive conference call. I know sometimes meetings feel a little bit like they're not, but oh my goodness, this is making me wish I had balanced stance. What's it doing? Surprised assassins don't have more natives ability themselves to get rid of energy. To attack energy. I feel like attacking energy is something I'd expect them to be able to do, but they don't really seem to be naturally skilled at it. I feel like being a little bit sillier then. The increased move speed is nice, but I kind of want to do a balanced stance bar. Desperation blow. Yeah, after you're doing it, you're knocked down, but who cares? We'll try this, see how this goes. There's just a lot of knockdowns that have been hitting me, so I kind of like the idea of some anti-knockdown tech. And I haven't had the privilege of fighting the Glacial Griffin just yet. I don't think it'll be too bad on Assassin, though. Because with Assassin, you get the lovely ability to really tank up. Well, that's nice. We need to clear out this inventory at some point here. A lot of jade gear. I was worried that would be wood. I got iron from that. think that's the Necromancer. Yeah, that's the boss that has the blue spreader. Did you see that? I just got 24 energy from that guy. He had 4 conditions on him. That was pretty sweet. I don't know why my party's in such a bad state. Is this guy really doing that much pressure? It must be. Well, he's down now. There we go. I don't know, that was weird. I don't know why that gave my party as much trouble as it apparently did. I think the boss is probably dropping more junk on him than I was realizing. I do want to get anti-knockdown elite stance, steady stance. Because I feel like a steady stance desperation blow assassin could be a lot of fun. Okay, make contact with Kim. I think my goal here basically is to complete my book of Shiro returns. It seems our Kurzick friends, and by friends I mean enemies, have sent extra troops our way. We're the only line of defense between them and the hatchery. It seems like this that I question why I'm guarding giant turtles. I don't know what to tell you. I see some Naga over there. Here comes the Kurzicks. I don't like their necromancers. They make my life annoyed. Okay, Serenia's in a annoying position right now where she just has so much death penalty that she's going to get ganged up on, leading to more death penalty. At this point, the best thing I can do for her survivability is go after the dudes that are specifically targeting her. Sure, I'll grab that. Maybe it'll give me a major vigor room. I got a bunch of guys here at the entrance, which is less than ideal. Wow, that's not actually good. The irony right now is I actually kind of would prefer the move speed buff. I got bleed off of Desperation Blow. Vim is basically not worth using if that's what you're getting off of it. A couple of Juggernauts. A bunch more Kurzicks down this way. Fortunately, you don't have to keep any particular NPC alive. You just have to fight these guys off. Spears of Wanderlust are also annoying. They're basically there to stop you if you are attacking. Or trying to cast spells or whatever. Okay, balance stance is about to wear off. It has done so. I need to step away from that guy. Thought you guys were marching on the thing, not just marching to the star and stopping, but okay. I accept your proposition. This is a ward. How many groups do we have left? One. Okay, it's just the one that's right there. Ah, with a General Vosberg in it. Heimer, it looks like. Maybe. Yeah, if you're consistently getting two conditions on someone, someone needs to get out of here. Then Vim is pretty good. If you are only getting one condition, Vim is pretty lame. That is, it's kind of lousy. That's what I have determined. You won't just let me in, will you? I just valiantly defended it. Yeah, no. Very important place, not allowed in. That's fine. See Captain Juno for my reward. Let's go. Done here what I wanted to. Vim is, like I said, Vim is cool, but it's not really doing it for me. Let's switch things around a little bit. I do want the run speed buff. Wild Blow is very useful. Let's just go ahead and grab Soldier Strike as well, because Soldier Strike does good damage and things. I just need to figure out what I want for my elites. I don't need a run speed buff because I have one. Howard could be used. Shadow Theft's a little weak feeling. One of those spots where it actually, you know what? Shove is alright. Shove is alright. Not like standing out. This being that amazing. This is a spot where it'd be nice to have a few more tactics and no attribute elites unlocked. I think I might just go with Shadow Theft though. All that good. Okay, now this is one of the situations where, like, I think I lower my tactics a bit to try to crack. Yeah, okay, that's a good spot for that one. That'll allow me to, when I Shadow Theft, I'll have enough critical strikes to do cool things, and yeah. Excellent. Okay, that allows me to be able to turn in the other quest that I've been trying to work my way towards. Then I can go to Gyala Hatchery and finish my book. I think is my main actual objective for today now. Where am I at in my... I want to get... Yeah, okay, I need to get 300k. The book is a nice step towards that. Do I want to... What I'm wondering about is if I want to go ahead and... Yeah, let's go from Breaker Hollow. I want to go pick up the Jade Flats area. Shiro, just as a name, always makes me think of... I don't think Kurzick baubles were worth salvaging, if I remember correctly. Wind Waker. Obvious reasons to those who know what's going on with the Wind Waker. I don't trust this axe to be anything other than an axe. I don't know if I need more cloth at the moment, but I'm assuming I do. Major fast casting. Firebound. Firebound's not going to be worth anything. Yeah. Tanned hide I'm in a much better position on because I have a bunch of tanned hide. Like I have an extra 250 there. Firebound's not worth anything, and I know it. Not anything that's going to have started up in the last, I don't know, a little bit. That's going to have made that suddenly go up in value. This game is a little too static for that. I should be able to go visit a merchant. Yes. Demi. Thank you. If anybody's wondering, I'm going this way to get to Jade Flats because I think it's a little bit gentler of a direction to go through here rather than through down here, because this does loop around, but you have to fight a couple of painful bosses in the way. So I'd rather get to Jade Flats from over here. Oh man, yeah, this is spicy. Because this allows me to get more tactics while this is up. Right, this is going to be 15 tactics, so 15 tactics, 15 critical strikes, and 18 dagger mastery is no joke. Off of that. That's pretty sweet. And what is this? 11 seconds? Oh yeah, but when I have the thing up, it's probably longer than that. Obviously, I don't get 100% uptime on Shadow Theft, but it's like 3/4. That's pretty good. What actually is 16 times 5. A little bit, like 80%. Yeah, it's 80%. 80% uptime. Down a fifth of the time. Geography is a little wonky. Do I go down over here? No, this is just there's a, I think it's a repeatable quest actually that you can do with Arena Master Portis here to fight stuff in his arena that I'm not doing. I don't feel like it. That's really the long and short of that story. I think I will be seeing A Naga Ritualist boss, perhaps? Yeah, that's 15 seconds. Sweet land where I've got my additional stats for longer. Or my additional stats. Maybe not. Nope. Don't have to deal with any of the bosses. That's handy as long as you're not here for bosses. Jade Flats. Oh yeah. I do wish there was some sort of a tactics attack that used I don't know what words I'm looking for. I do wish there was some sort of tactics attack that used adrenaline. Nice. Okay. You know what? Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. Just get it over with. Go all the way. Man, it was so nice when they added these Jade Flats, or the gates. The flats and the gates. Those were not originally outposts. So it meant, like, you could go to these areas, but these are solo areas, right? You can't do, can't put a party together here. So what that meant functionally was that before they added the flats and the gates, you would you would just leave here, and that exit where the flat is was just part of the explorable map for the Archipelagos, right? And so you'd end up having to you functionally could not leave back out in these maps from these competitive areas, and it was really annoying. So I'm really glad that they added the flats. This is going to be really annoying in a moment here. Not the part where I'm having to recompose my party. That's not. My party is very straightforward. The part that's going to be annoying is where I'm going to have to juggle a friggin' box of eggs. Box of eggs. I'm making my way. Do I... Okay, so this is a question. I could go down here and then kind of back up and around. I think I just want to leave from Cavalon. But I think it's a little bit tighter of a decision-making process than it would at first appear. All I'm saying. At that moment of questioning which way I wanted to go. Oh, I recognize you. Mesmer. Saw it earlier. It was making me think of Legends of Zelda Wind Waker. Wind Waker is like probably my third or fourth favorite Zelda game. I don't know, it's really weird. Like, I've been a fan of Majora's Mask, and it's probably my favorite of the Zelda games. But I've really gained a lot of appreciation for Ocarina of Time, not when I first played it as a kid, but as an adult, and somebody into game design, seeing the stuff that it did, as well as the randomizer, and the randomizer also really helped a lot with some of that impression of Ocarina of Time. And that's where I really gained an appreciation for it. I always thought it was, like, fine, but Majora's Mask and Wind Waker are the ones that really captured my imagination as a kid. And so it's actually, like, my appreciation for Ocarina of Time has actually risen over time, as I have gained appreciation for all the things that it does, as well as especially the randomizer, leaving a very favorable impression, or leaving me with a very favorable impression. So it's kind of an odd effect, but it is there. But Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, and Breath of the Wild are my favorite Zeldas. They're all kind of somewhere in that list. I'm not quite sure how it all plays out exactly. where each one fits or any of that sort of stuff. I think Wind Waker is one of those ones that I just haven't played enough lately to have as strong of the feeling, but it had a huge impression on me as a kid. Give me your bracers. Okay, these guys are all cleared out. Excellent. Yeah. Breath of the Wild is just fantastic, though. In terms of like being a game that I really enjoy, I understand and I think that the complaints that it's not enough of the sort of 3D Zelda formula that people had gotten used to, that it was trying to walk away from, and I personally appreciated that walk away. But I can see that people who really liked it were a little annoyed. Hey, Uber officer, welcome. I am glad you're enjoying the stream. I am using Decade Daggers High Noon. They are the Zealous green daggers that you could get during the anniversary event. So unfortunately, they're not currently available. You missed the window if you were wanting to get a copy for yourself. Because you can only get them during the April anniversary event. So unfortunately, you kind of also would have just missed it. Yeah, looking forward to seeing what Breath of the Wild 2 does. I don't know, just randomly talking about Zelda. Twilight Princess is okay to me, but for some reason I've found it to be very forgettable, and I'm not entirely sure why. And I did not like Saracen personally. Yep. They're really cool. You can get some... Ooh, thank you very much for the follow, Uber Officer. I appreciate it. You can get some very similar daggers. They're not on fire, but if you want similar daggers, Alari's Double Blades from War and Kryta are the Gladius skin as opposed to the Fiery Gladius for each dagger. Again, not as cool as the on-fire daggers, but... I see you using your escape. I like to be able to keep my adrenaline up. For fear me, but... Oh, that's fun. Seeing the spots on the minimap where the dots are discontinuous because of my shadow step. I don't know why, but I like that. And of course, there's the purple inscribable GTA skins Daggers of Purity, which are also an alternative option if you like your long daggers. I do want to try to find a copy of Law and Order, which are green daggers from War and Kryta. But they're a mob drop. But they are enchanting icy daggers that I'd like to have. This character's icy daggers. That's going to be a trick to try to acquire. I saw somebody in Commandant I saw an advertisement in Commandant the other day. Somebody who was selling them, but they were not online, so... Maybe I'll try to pick some up at some point here. Don't know how much those are worth. I feel like daggers have some of the better variety in terms of weapon skins. Especially with greens. I feel like they have... Like, here's the thing about daggers, is you can just take a couple of... Or you can take a sword skin and use that to make a really cool set of daggers. So it was a lot easier for them to repurpose, like to make cool daggers by doing that. So I think that's led to kind of a situation where, because of that, daggers have more like cool special skins, like cool like unique skins on stuff, because they were able to like do that. Whereas other weapons can't just like take an existing weapon and not as easily. Like, I will grant that the this is actually a path up over here, believe it or not. The there's a couple of other greens during the event that did some really unique stuff. And the sword-skinned wands are another group like that. That is not actually a path over there. It's a trick. Trying to trick you. Thinking it's the way forward when it isn't. I don't know if I hit its escape or not, but it'll work. I'll take it. Didn't mean to hit it, but I'll take it. Okay. That works. One of the other cool things you could get during the anniversary is I have this bow right here that requires critical strikes. So I actually have a critical strikes bow from the anniversary event. Blinded me. Blurred visioned me. Whatever. It's very annoying is my point. Random reef lurker deciding to get in combat with us is a little wonky, but here we are. There. Look, it's not... Can't miss. It can't be blocked. Clearly. This box over here is a real pain. There's no direct path in there, by the way. It's just a couple of dead ends. Got kind of a... two circles next to each other, and they intersect right up here. Sort of design. Now that I have done this, you will let me in. Eventually. Once I click buttons enough. It's important to click all of the buttons. Okay, Andre. Do I have a necromancer on this character yet? I don't think so. I haven't gotten far. I'm asking or thinking about a necromancer because minions would be kind of nice here. I could move him over to minions, actually. Hang on. Oh, I forgot to capture this window off the bat. Sorry about the red square there. Been long enough since I did one of these streams because of my break last week that I've forgotten how to do things properly. Let's see. Do I have any of the things that would make that sort of bar good? No. The answer is no. Okay. I have a lot of necromancer stuff, despite not having... Okay, I could... Right now, Serenia is using Enfeebling Blood with her water magic. I kind of like what her bar is doing, though. I like what Sasuke's bar is doing too. Milani feels like the most expellable, if that is a good choice of words. Like the one that I can most easily drop from my party. Let's see, who else do I have? Gwen and Ogden. If I brought... Gwen makes more sense to me. I'm going to set Gwen up weirdly here. Fast casting is more useful with minions than Divine Favor is all I'm saying. Actually, I probably do want a res sig here. I want minions. Minions are just very useful. Okay. I don't know if I want... I probably don't want Fiends. I don't think the energy is going to work too well there. Vampiric Horrors are fairly cheap, so she can bring that. And I don't mind having a Flesh Golem along as well, because that'll be a little bit of a stronger minion for her to make use of. I guess I can give her Blood of the Master if I have Blood of the Master. Do I have Blood of the Master? Okay, I have one copy of Blood, so I can bring Blood of the Master. I think the rest of this is going to be something in Mesmer. Do I have... Okay, I have one Cry of Frustration that's probably currently on Daedalon. Yes, it is. The question is, do I want her to use... Sorry about bumping the microphone there. On Power Drain? He has Power Drain right now. I don't know how much he needs Power Drain, UBH, but do I have Drain Enchantment? Or Inspired Enchantment. Drain Enchantment would be better. What I'm looking for right now is I'm looking for options for support plus energy management. So I'm thinking is probably going to go Inspiration heavy. Energy Tap is good. Leech Signet's alright. What I... Like, this is one of those spots where I'd like another copy of Power Drain, but I only have the one and I'm using it right now, so... I may consider changing him, but... Blood is power on whom is part of the issue. I do have access to BIP right now. I'm playing under a smaller restriction at this point, but it's a skill booster league where like this is the list of skills and the number of copies that I have access to. But I don't have any necromancers, so that's part of why I'm looking at this in the first place. Otherwise, I would probably run a Bipper, but I guess I can bring Inspired Enchantment and Inspired Hex and call that good. That's a little bit of party support. Again, what I'd want here is I'd want Drain Enchantment, but it's just not in my list of skills. And the only reason why I don't have a Necromancer is because I've not gotten far enough to get Livia, and I've not gotten far enough to get Master of Whispers or Elias. So, like, I've gone through, like, Prophecies and Factions and just dipped into Eye of the North and even less dipped into Ilona. Like, I've gone far enough in Ilona to be able to get Sasuke. Basically is all the further I've gone into Ilona. So I think I'm going to try running Gwen like this. Probably. That's what makes most sense to me. Do I want to run this bar? Sure. I want the mobility, so this is pretty good. I don't think I need Wild Blow. I'd almost rather have enchantment removal. What are my enchantment removal options? I have lift enchantment. That requires a knockdown. Thinking of Twilight is clunky. I don't have to run this bar. The main reason, the main appeal is Soldier's Speed. The reason why I would want enchantment removal is just because there's a lot of enemies that use enchantments here. Prot Spirit in particular. There's a couple of elites I could do it that I don't have. Otherwise, I'm looking at like Expunge. I mean, I could do this, but it's a pretty big downside without more investment in deadly arts. Again, I don't feel like I need Wild Blow. Party members, not allies. None Shall Pass might be a decent option, but it's kind of tricky to use. The main reason why I tend to lean away from it. Having a permanent increased move speed skill is really nice. I can bring Brawling Headbutt. That's not a bad choice of skill either. Low Blow is one of those skills I think would be kind of sweet to figure out building with, but I just haven't done so yet. I don't think I'm going to worry about the enchantment removal. I think I might just bring Brawling Headbutt. I like Brawling Headbutt. This will also help decrease the energy cost of my bar a little. Like, as soon as I bring that, I'm like, but then I can bring one of the Fallings, and then that's really sweet. And like, it kind of spirals in that direction. Is there something else that would be good utility that I can bring here? Could bring Leaping Mantis Sting. That seems like a reasonable choice. Let's go ahead and do that, actually, instead. I think I'm going to go with Leaping Mantis Sting there. That way I can cripple enemies that are running from me, which will help me get attacks in on them. I don't think I'm so worried about filling up my inventory that I'm going to deal with any of this right now. Let's say I turn in the quest. Just enter mission. This is one that I feel like has gotten easier with time, if that makes sense. Oh goodness, it's just a huge list. This is going to go underneath my face. Not a whole lot I can do about that if I want to be able to see everything. There's maybe a little I can do about it, but... Okay, so the main goal right now is just to get through this, and then I'll turn in the book and things for the day. That's the schedule. A weird schedule. I'm still getting used to it. Still getting used to my new schedule. Thank you, Petrus. This mission is a lot more pleasant with incoming and fallback as well. But just like I don't have a Necromancer, I don't have a Paragon. Even though I did, there's no guarantee I'd have incoming and fallback available in my skill booster league, but being able to speed up the movement of the turtles is very nice. We should be getting attacked by some Juggernauts soon. We may not be able to preserve all of the young turtles, but we'll see. Gotta love them stairs. What's really important for trying to keep the young turtles alive, actually, are keeping an eye on the warriors, because there's an awful lot of them that'll be coming around, and they will just swarm the young turtles really badly, and they deal a lot of damage. That's the other thing too is the monks are helping to protect these warriors. This is where like Shadow Song and minions become really helpful. This is also why I had interest in enchantment removal. These guys use Prot Spirit, which obviously makes things a lot tankier. Yeah, there's the minions really help clutter everything up for keeping things safe. You can make this mission absolutely miserable for yourself by trying to do it with henchmen, by the way. The Jade Sea henchmen are much weaker than the Echobold Forest henchmen for a couple of reasons. You don't have access to... So, like, the AI tends not to be great at managing energy. My monks have a skill to help them with it in the form of Glyph of Lesser Energy. And I have a Ritualist to take some of the pressure off and also help with healing. But the... by default, the Jade Sea monks are not very good and have very bad energy. I think you have Sister Tai with you in a lot of the areas, and she uses both Blessed Light and Jamie's Gaze, both of which are 10 energy skills on like 3-second recharges. So she just powers right through her entire energy pool like instantly. She's so energy inefficient. It is difficult to deal with. I don't know what just knocked me down there. This is a spot where you need to be careful of rangers, as an aside. But, anyway, so the lack of... Like, the monks are kind of rough because of that. But what just makes it even worse is there are no necromancers. There are no necromancer henchmen in this part of the Jade Sea. And so, like, if you go to the Gyala Hatchery outpost, there's just none. I'm actually going to move this canister over to here. Because there's going to be some rangers coming from over there, and I have overextended. Juggernauts incoming. Juggernauts. You enjoy life. I'm gonna take care of this guy. Juggernauts taken care of. Grab some cloth. So yeah, this mission is absolutely miserable with henchmen. I do not recommend trying to do it as an assassin, which I did in something I called my slow playthrough, where I just played through the campaigns, looking at all of the lore and trying to do some challenge stuff where I was trying to play more like how things were when the games first came out. So I didn't have access to heroes. I just had henchmen that I was trying to do stuff with. And Gyala Hatchery was the direction that I went when I went through things on that assassin, because the assassin went Luxon, which is more aligned with like some of the... It made sense because I had a character that was then came in and did the Kurzick side. That was from my Prophecies character for that like series, and the Prophecies henchmen, Eve, Devona, Aiden, Menlo, they all go to Kurzick side. So that's kind of how I balance things out. That's a spot where you can have a lot of problems, by the way, because of the rangers coming in from the side and things. But anyway, the point is I went in here with an assassin for that. and it was absolutely miserable because the monks were hot garbage in terms of like they had no energy management, and so they burnt through their energy very quickly. And there's no necromancers to help support the energy. It's like, how would you like 3 rangers? I'm like, not that much. Nothing against rangers, but I kind of would like a little bit more. Not these rangers, I guess is the way to phrase that. Again, I'm having them shoot into the middle of the young turtles to help with all of the warriors that'll come in here. Yep. And here they come. Oh, man. You see what just happened right there? Acolyte Sasuke just wrecked them so badly. Oh, watch out for these Kurzick mesmers. They have psychic instability, so they'll knock you down, which is really annoying. Too worried about our big turtle friend. Looks like he's fine. It's fine. I don't know how you determine. I don't know how you determine if a turtle's male or female, let alone gigantic ones. I guess if it starts laying eggs, that's a pretty good clue. But yeah, this is a lot more pleasant experience going through this mission with the competent hero team. I mean, I already went through the Kurzick side as well, so that was nice, but okay, this backline's actually a bit more fun to get to. Because the Kurzick warriors are going to get pummeled by rocks. And by rocks, I mean spare slag jade. Like, not all jade is good for becoming jadeite. Some of it's gonna like slag jade. There. I just wanted to get the bleeding off that young turtle. But yeah, minions help choke stuff up here a lot too. I actually don't have the blood ritual, but that would have been really helpful with the henchman bars. Energy management can be gotten other ways, is what I'm saying. The Sasuke actually has a lot of overcast in order to be able to get him to use second wind properly. As long as we're able to get to the afflicted phase without any of the young turtles dying, I'll probably get masters on this, which would be pretty sweet. I think this one's easier to master than Eternal Grove, at least normal mode. You can't have any young turtles die in this, but Eternal Grove, you can't have any of the tree singers die, and that can be a real pain. Is this when the turtles are all in one spot versus the tree singers in multiple locations? So, who's way behind now, Petrus? There's a technique for this one too, where like the standing mobs, you can like go around without triggering the movement here, and the I'm gonna move this back slightly. And you can take out some of these patrolling groups and stuff without worrying about having to defend the turtles. Which side's more critical? I think this one. Elementalists need to go down either way, though. Okay. I don't want this juggernaut over here. It's part of where having access to the land speed up is very helpful. Okay. That side's mostly taken care of. Okay, this is all spirits. These spirits don't matter much. They don't do a whole lot. That's Ellie. Let's go down though. Thankfully, we had enough. Like, whatever word I'm looking for there. Okay. Take care of things. Okay, please shoot around with the young turtles. Okay, good. It was a little nerve-wracking there. One of the turtles got a little low. There's, I think, one more spot where there's a fight after this one. Sasuke's energy is imminently recoverable. I do want this partner. They're slow enough I don't mind running back to grab these things. Yeah, I kind of thought Gwen's energy would be a little bad, but that's why I wanted some additional energy management options compared to what I ended up with. I just didn't have a whole lot of choices for it, unfortunately. Maybe there's Alyssa's or a bitter chill bar in there. What would her Alyssa's aura be? +3. I'm not sure what you need for +4 on that. I think you can get it up to +4, but it probably requires like 12 inspiration or something. That'd be one thing that'd be nice to have in game, is for it to kind of project where your breakpoints are with some of those skills. You can look it up on the wiki easily enough, but okay, there's gonna be one more confrontation with the with the Kurzicks here, and then we'll have the last phase. So we're almost done with this part. That's actually a risk to the young turtles, so that's good. They're pretty fragile at level 15, especially the physical attacks. They are rangers, so I imagine they have the built-in +30 armor against elemental damage, which is going to help a lot, but they are going to be somewhat low on the physical defense end of things. Drop this here. The Kurzicks won't attack until Argo, I think, yells about it. How long have we been on this map? "15 minutes, that's not too bad. Okay, this side's getting in first. Okay, we are starting to engage those. I would like to do something about... Okay, I'm backing off. Woo! That was beautiful. More Kurzicks from that side. I'm not sure if any more spawn from the other way. I think it might just be a large group over that way. I'm actually going to move this some more in between them. actually bring this up here. Death Blossom continues to be Death Blossom. AKA ridiculously good. It's hard to do, but sometimes just auto-attacking is all you really need to do. I'm gonna drop that over there. Back up a little bit. Imagine how crazy Fear Me would be if it didn't have the 6-second cooldown. Elementalist is giving me problems. Oh, that was good. I wrecked its stats with Shadow Theft just before it came in. Okay, I think that's most likely I've just gotten masters on this. Again, like in normal mode, if you have competent team builds, it's actually not that bad to get through. It's just if you have and like you need to do a little bit of like playing smart and things and know which side some of the threats are coming from and stuff, but compared to the Eternal Grove, like Eternal Grove is a lot more finicky. The henchmen here are just so bad that if you're stuck with henchmen, it feels really, really, really hard, as it is with henchmen. Okay, here's our cutscene. Bunch of guys dying. Having to form temporary alliances. Kurziks, they're not happy about it. Great, you know. All the usual. Oh man, Afflicted suck to fight. Thankfully, the Afflicted only come from one direction. Hey, Fear. You've come in time for the ending of Gyala Hatchery. Is going well? Well, the stream will probably be over before then. Before half an hour. I'm glad you're able to be here for this part, at least. Oh man, do you see that? That was mind creeping enough. You need to make sure I'm going after these guys. They have flesh my flesh. Always important to stop them from doing that. Might as well after this monk. There we go. There we go. I want to get a screenshot of the Master's Reward. Do I have to wait for the whole cutscene to get it?
I say we skin them and use their hides for sale.
No, they'd be far more valuable as workers. We'll make them clean the turtle shells.
You scum.
You will pay for this.
Makes sense.
Those are pretty big words from someone who's about to learn the true meaning of pain.
You must stop your squabbling. This feud has gone on long enough.
So why should we stop it now?
Because now you have a common enemy.
Who?
Do you not see?
Yeah.
Shiro the betrayer has returned.
Shiro is dead. Even the Kurzicks will tell you that.
How do you account for the afflicted then? Where Shiro goes, the afflicted are never far behind. He's the source, and if we're fighting these monstrosities, then he's sure to be near.
As much as it pains me to admit, Togo is right. There is no other explanation. Shiro has returned.
Dun, dun, dun.
They make sense.
And what would you have us do, Master
I
Togo?
would have you stop bickering like school children and start forming an alliance. Only together will we have the strength to defeat him.
Really?
Forgive me, Master Togo. You have never steered us wrong before. We will do whatever it takes to destroy Shiro once and for all, even if that means allying with the Kurzicks.
I love that read.
Then let us find Brother Menlo and hope he has made as much progress with the Kurzicks as we have here today.
Brother Menlo. He was with Baron Vosburg. They were on their way to the Harvest Temple.
Then we too must head to the Harvest Temple. Thank you.
And then this thing stands up, and I can finally get the screenshot. I mean, they only have so much time in the cutscene, you know? There we go. Got my screenshot. Master's Reward on Gyala Hatchery. First try. Woo! Okay. Leviathan Pits. That means I have filled out my Shiro's return book, which means that I can turn it in. That feels really good to have. I had an absolutely miserable time in the Eternal Grove, as you can tell by my standard reward over there. Let's go back to Kaining. Where am I? I need to go to the exact opposite side of Kaining Center. Cool. Let's get going then. I say running backwards so I can get an easier path to get over there. I think. I kind of hope that in End of Dragons, this Kaining Center map is basically like almost identical, just with like shinier graphics. Just to see how it would be if people can jump around here. Oh, that'd be funny. Okay, Anja. I want you to look at my copy of Shiro's Return hard mode. Look at my copy of Shiro's Return. It's not hard mode, it's just regular. Yes. 40,000 in front of the Luxons points. 4 plat, 40,000 experience. Take the book, please. I feel like maybe it should be worth more, but what can you do? I want to eventually get this up to Stewart's. That way I can have max skill usage regardless of which ones I'm using. The Luxon points. I might want to pick up some of the Luxon skills since I don't really need that much faction at this point in time, I don't think. Alright. Well, there's still some more skills for me to go capturing. But that will be... Actually get the quest from Petrus. That'll give me another skill point, which I'm going to want if I'm going to be capturing stuff. Although, getting Master's Reward on Gyala Hatchery did give me 3 skill points, which is really, really nice. Don't know if it... Yeah, right here. You can kind of see it through. This is worth... The Master's Reward is 2,000 experience, 200 gold, and a skill point. So, that's very nice. Alrighty, well, I think, like I said, that's going to go ahead and wrap things up for me for today's stream. The next stream will be tomorrow. I think I'm starting my first playthrough of Ashen, and then Sultan Sanctuary on the day after. The next scheduled Guild Wars stream is in a week. Friday's an open slot, though, so maybe I'll come back for more Guild Wars on Friday. Or maybe I'll want to do one. We'll see how I feel about Ashen and Salt and Sanctuary, if I want to have another day of them this week or not. Oh. Actually just learned in the call you were in that tomorrow is a mandatory holiday in Germany. Interesting. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I'm so used to... Because, like, previously, I was doing the 5-hour streams. Well, that's a nice thing to be told. By the way, you don't have work tomorrow. Yeah, Monday it was Memorial Day here, which is usually a day off for people. I don't know what your holiday in Germany there is, but... like, I'm so used to the longer streams that I was doing that were, like, 5 hours, but I'm not going to 4:30 in the morning. That's ridiculous. So yeah. Anyway, we'll see when the next Guild Wars stream is. Yeah, that makes sense. I may be back with more Guild Wars on Friday if I feel like it, or maybe something else. We'll see. But you can follow the channel to get notified when I go live. I need to kind of wrap this up at some point, right? And I also have a Discord where I'll do things like tell you when I go live, and check out the schedule and other things down below. Let me know what you think of this camera angle. I think this camera angle is a little bit better because then when I'm looking at chat, I'm looking towards the camera. But I'd like to know from your experiences as well. Yeah, I think that covers everything. I should head towards bed. So good night, everybody, or good morning, or whatever time of day it is for you. And thank you for watching. Glad you're able to stop by, Fear. I appreciate you. Even if you can't fully interact, all you can do is hang out. I'm glad you're able to, at least, lurk a bit. So, all right. Goodbye. This hand. Left hand now. Left hand with this camera position. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching.